Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and here's the final comparison from our silly little comparisons between older phones and the peak of Apple design now in 2023, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, titanium phone, really cool phone. Functionally, you know everything about this. You've probably seen many different videos, but we've gone down the list of the oldest phones that I have now to basically last year's comparison between this year's comparison phone. We have the iPhone 14 Pro Max next to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. You can see they're different. This one is in purple, and it has stainless steel. As a personal preference, I prefer the stainless steel version of this. I think that it just works, it feels really well. For some reason, I know that it's really shiny and slippery, but it seems to catch on my hand a little bit better than the brushed material on here. I see that this kind of stains really easy or kind of gets greasy really easily. I just wash my hands. Nothing should be coming off here, but it just kind of, it never looks super premium. It always just kind of looks, that's a little bit odd too. It also looks like it's, what is it, patina? Do you see on the front, this is supposed to be the black space gray. Oh, that's the camera, that's the studio lights. But you see on here and here, that actually looks kind of cool as it would wear down on the sides. That would be a little bit interesting. Because basically, if you don't know, this has titanium on the outside, but the inner frame and even part of that outside structural before the titanium part is a lot of aluminum. That's how they cut down on the weight. They didn't use that much titanium. Look at the breakdowns, and the one breakdown that I really need to look in depth more is how much of the frame of this is stainless steel. This one has been shown to be, I would say, significantly more durable. 14 more durable than the 15. If you looked at Everything Apple Pro's drop tests, you would see that I believe on the first back drop for the 15 Pro Max, it cracked. And it took a while for the stainless steel to do the same. I can't say anything for sure, but I really do believe that this is a cost-cutting measure for Apple in this case, because if you look at Jerry Rig Everything's video, you can see that there is some titanium, but it is really bonded to a frame of aluminum. Don't know how they bond it with epoxy, with some, I don't know anything about metallurgy, but it just, you can see that there is not that much on there. Or it's a possibility that maybe they were just looking at the coating of the titanium, but I believe that there is just the significant difference between an uncoated titanium and aluminum. But anyway, let's get back to comparing these. Really, the big difference is iPhone 14 Pro Max has a 3x telephoto zoom. This is a 5x telephoto zoom. Oh, also, USB-C. You can use this with ProRes and instantly offload your ProRes video that takes up a ton of space onto SD cards. Oh my God. This one, you cannot do that. And also, it's very slow in transferring things. So in the past, when I've been transferring, I've been using this adapter, and I've been making a ton of videos today just because I have a lot to do this week. And I know usually that would take maybe about 20 to 30 minutes. I'm imagining this is going to be a faster transfer using the USB-C version, or at least I hope so. But I would say this is probably going to be one of the shortest comparisons because the other ones are significantly different. And I want to make it clear that if the other iPhones that you have, beginning with the iPhone SE original, followed by the iPhone 6s, followed by the iPhone 13 mini, and finally iPhone 13 Pro before the one we take a look at here, if you have any of those phones, you can still be functional. You can still be a content creator. You can still maybe create on a camera like this and import it or export it to one of the other devices with one of these, or you can still use the camera that's on there, because all of the cameras that we looked at earlier were 4K compatible. And of course they don't have the ultra wide, or some of them don't have the ultra wide or telephoto, but they're still functional. And again, if this is all you have and you are really thinking like, oh, I want the iPhone 15 Pro Max, I know it's easy for me to say because I have it. You can still be functional with one of those older phones. I would say that there's a possibility that you just have to like upgrade the battery. But if it's still in good condition, I would say at least have 64 gigabytes of storage space and upgrade that battery, and you are still functional. You're still basically just good to go. Oh my God, the cat's going crazy. But yeah, I would say, what's the difference? Titanium, stainless steel, 3x zoom, 5x zoom. Someone's going insane right now. But guys, if you have any questions, there's really not much different. USB-C, tiny, like it's shrunk down a little bit and it's lightweight. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? But that's basically it. For me though, aesthetically, I like the stainless steel look. I think it's classier. This one just kind of like, we'll see what happens, because I've heard that the any kind of scratch or scuff, it's going to show more. It's going to show more on this face. Also, doesn't seem to be as structurally sound, including the back glass, or maybe the back glass. Ooh. So to repair the back glass of the previous Pro devices that were kind of like built into this, I believe it's $550. It is now $199 because they've made this kind of like a separate piece that doesn't have, you don't have to take the entire phone apart just to replace that back glass. But maybe now that it's more prone to cracking, there's something there, isn't there? But anyway, guys, this has been the comparison between an iPhone 14 Pro Max and an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Guys, if you have any comments or questions, put it in the comment section below. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram and Threads at M8B9. You can email me at creativenyc2023@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.